Hi, beautiful friends. I hope you're all having a wonderful March. I hope you're having a gorgeous week. And happy Friday the 13th. Yay! 13 is my lucky number, and I love today. Today's always Fridays are great, obviously. 13, amazing number. So this is your weekly tarot update, and I've pulled the Three of Wands, the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So let's get cracking. First card, Three of Wands. Okay, so this time that we're coming into right now in the world with current situations that are happening, that are taking place, we're coming into an opportunity, an amazing opportunity to express ourselves, to motivate ourselves and discover our quirks and eccentricities. Three of Wands. This is what this card is all about. Discovering your quirks and your eccentricities and really embracing them and really like loving yourself and loving what makes you different from everyone else, loving what sets you out from the rest of the crowd. Let yourself be seen. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of people seeing? Having an air of vulnerability is amazing, but you have to forget about what other people think of you. It doesn't matter what other people think about you. Other people's opinions are of no consequence to you. The judgment of others is simply a reflection of their own judgment of themselves, and that is completely on them. That is theirs, and they can have that. They can keep that. Look inwards to look outwards, okay? Spend time finding what you really love to do. Even if caring for others is what you really love to do, you can't care for others 100% unless you care for yourself. Like, it's common sense. And like, come on guys, like, start giving yourself some love. Start loving yourself a little bit more and start giving to yourself, because as soon as you start giving to yourself, then other people will give to you. And yeah, it's just you just need to do it. Just do it. If you're not happy with how your life is turning out or has turned out in the past, your internal environment, your external environment is a huge reflection of your internal environment. So if you're not happy with how your life is turning out, then you must look in at yourself. Time for self-reflection, self-assessment of your own belief system and your own thought processes. So that's what the Three of Wands is all about. Looking outwards and looking inwards. So looking inwards at yourself and how you feel and react about certain things, and looking at your external environment. Why has my life taken this path? Why am I on this journey? Why do I have these feelings and thoughts and belief systems about stuff? Looking inwards to look outwards, and look inwards. So that's what Three of Wands is. Second card is the Tower. Okay, so this is quite a striking card. Get it? Lightning strike. Haha. So lightning can strike at any time and disrupt your seemingly peaceful way of life. However, there's a Buddhist saying, a Buddhist analogy that says that the thunderbolt represents the destruction of ignorance, and that new beginnings can come from seemingly stressful and destructive occurrences. So the figures that are falling out of the tower, the lightning has struck the tower, it's blew the crown off, and there's two figures like falling out of the tower. And these figures are temporarily immobilized physically, emotionally, and spiritually, but will bounce back. And I think this is an amazing metaphor for what's happening in the world at this moment in time. It's seemingly everything's gone to pot, everything's gone to craziness. The lightning has struck, which caused a bit of an explosion. There's all this madness happening, and people are falling, like they're free falling. They just don't know what to do. But with I don't know if anyone has seen online with the forest fires, so the Australian bushfires, and in America, there's some really gorgeous photographs of new life that's come out of the fire. And what actually happens when there's a big mass fire, big burning, it creates the really fertile soil so that the growth and the trees can actually like grow back stronger and thicker than they were before. So I think that what's happening on the planet right now, it's a temporary immobilization, and that we can actually bounce back stronger than ever. And it's a test for us. Like this lightning storm, in inverted commas, is completely unavoidable. Yet you can be careful, you can be very vigilant, and you can just make sure that you're practicing good healthy habits, physically, emotionally, mentally, and that you can pick up the pieces in the aftermath and create stronger foundations and a shock and a breakthrough which will illuminate your pathway ahead. So even though we're coming into a time where countries are shutting down, people are being told to stay indoors, I think that this is going to be a really good opportunity for us to do lots and lots of self-love and self-healing and self-care. And this Nine of Pentacles, it says that to me exactly. It says relax and do not get stressed out. Don't panic buy, don't go out and go crazy. Just remember that other people have to get too, and that by creating an air and aura of stress, you're actually affecting your immune system in a negative way. Stress is a killer. Stress shuts down the immune system. If you are unwell, rest and feel well, and know that your own health is your own responsibility. Be efficient and use your energy and resources wisely. Protect yourself. Use this time to be creative, learn new skills, rest, and do not let your past cloud your now, okay? You can either feel well or feel unwell. There's two choices. Of course, if you're not well, then it's really hard to feel well, but there's lots of things that you can do to practice wellness, like, taking paracetamol medication and checking in with your doctor, eating lots and lots of really good, rich, healthy green vegetables and fruits, and just being really vigilant on washing your hands and things like that. It's really, and also don't panic, like don't get stressed out, because stress can do more damage than any pathogens can. Nature. So this is a big nature card. She's surrounded by nature. She's got a little birdie in her hand. There's a little snail on the ground. This card says to me that nature is so healing. Nature has unbelievable healing powers. Go for a walk, wrap up warm, and get out in nature. Spend time appreciating what we have. An abundance of nature in our immediate surroundings. I live in Glasgow, and Glasgow is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe for parks. We have more parks, more green spaces than anywhere else in Europe, and I am so lucky that I can just step out my door, walk 20 minutes, and I'm in a beautiful park, and it could be like in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Scotland. Like it's fantastic, and the benefits that I feel for going out regularly to the parks and having walking and sitting and meditating and among the trees and the plants and just being mindful, looking at the plants and just appreciating their beauty. I will get home and I feel so good. I feel so healthy. I feel so relaxed. And nature, trees create oxygen. It's so good for us to be out in the parks, in the greenery. Obviously, if it's cold, wrap up warm. Make sure you're not, too sick when you go outside. But it can be so good for us. So this is a card for that. The next card is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, again, on the same theme here. This time that we're currently in and that we're moving towards could be a time for many of us to take up that hobby that we've always dreamed of. Start writing that book, learn how to sew, write your screenplay, get creative. I view it's very controversial, this opinion that I have, but I view that everything that happens to us is actually a gift that's sent to us, and it's our perception of what happens to us, that it's either a good thing or a bad thing. And so if you're being forced to stay at home, if your schools are off, work's closed, then this is a perfect time. You're thinking, oh my God, what can I do? But most of us work too hard anyway, like especially all self-employed people, like we hardly ever take any time off. So this is actually a really good time for us to rest and do that stuff we've been planning to do for years but not had any time to do it. Even if it doesn't seem like a gift at the time, use your time off work to reconnect and play with your children. Spend quality time with your partners and your pets. Play, get creative, indulge in your dreams. This is actually astrologically coming into a creative time, and I'm just getting into astrology been following it for quite some time, but I would never really got that big into it because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. But as I do the tarot is really quite connected to astrology in terms of the energies, because like astrology has been like poo-pooed for so long, and actually the energy and the magnetic fields that the planets create and the solar system and everything that happens around us, it has to affect us. Like even the moon, where the moon is, it affects us in so many ways energetically. So astrology, I honestly think there's stuff in it that's really going to be really useful for us. So we're coming into a time astrologically where we are super creative, and sorry, my lights just went off there, but I'm gonna keep going. We're coming into a super creative time where we are being we're being allowed to be more creative and creatively be more accepted. So the Knight is giving us permission to do some childhood regression. What did you love to do growing up as a hobby? What did you enjoy doing? What have you always wanted to try but have never had the time to do? Well, most countries are now in lockdown, so now is the perfect time to explore within yourself and get creative. So that's the 4 cards that I pulled for this week. And I also have my new dragon oracle cards. I got these because my nieces are big into dragons, and I kind of always have been too. So this is the dragon card that I got for this week that I've just pulled. It is the Golden Orange Dragon, and the Golden Orange Dragon is all about helping others. It's all about being kind to others and helping each other out, showing, even if you can't physically get to someone because of the lockdown, send love, send your love and your support via the internet, via Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok. Send your love out to people, and it will be really received and appreciated, especially because I think isolation is going to be a big deal this next few months. I think people are going to feel physically isolated, so reach out to people. This dragon's writing in books and sending letters, and so now is a time to read and write and send letters and send love and just send someone a message just to say, I'm thinking of you, sending you love, I hope that you're well, and I look forward to catching up with you when we can finally, meet up, when we can finally reunite. So yes, Golden Orange Dragon, that's what that is all about. So that is it for this week. I hope you're all having a fantastic week despite the crazy, scary news that's happening in the world. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and also I would love to find out if anyone over the past few weeks, if anything has come true for you in the readings, your experiences, and also what are you thinking about doing with your time off? Are you going to read? Are you going to write? Are you going to do some painting? Are you going to learn how to sew? Are you going to make some fashion? Are you going to do flower arranging? Tell me. I would love to know what your plans are, what you're going to do. And yeah, that's it from me, and I really hope that you're well, and I'm sending you all the love in the universe, all the healing in the universe from Scotland, and I will speak to you very soon. Mwah, lots of love. Bye.